G'day guys, welcome back to our playthrough of Valheim. Hope you guys are doing well. In the previous episode, we got oh so close to completing the first batch of decorations for the outside of the main building. I think there's just a little bit more to go. There's a little bit of, I guess, symmetry that's being a bit of an issue, or we're not able to achieve symmetry for whatever reason here, so I'm gonna try and see if we can fix that. But aside from that, I would say the highlights of the previous episode would have to be, you know, using the scythe at the very beginning of the episode was kind of cool, so I'm looking forward to using the scythe a little bit more when we do more farming, which will definitely happen at some point. But also, yeah, we also had like a bit of an issue with the crew from the mountains, Gearhafa and his or her ilk, you know, bothering us towards the end. And unfortunately, we did die once. But anyway, it be like that sometimes. So yeah, let's try and fix all of this up and see if we can sort of achieve something that looks a little bit better. I'm not even sure if we still want to use the archers or not, but you know, we'll have a play around at the very least. So I think what we've got going on this side looks fine. Potentially the alignment of the pillars might be off a little bit, maybe. But yeah, let's try and get another arch, and I would say maybe another one of these pieces in, because I think they're probably not aligned. Maybe even that one. Let's just play around, and in this episode I am really hoping that we will be able to finalize this design, because I'm wanting to move on to the other side and actually start doing stuff on that side as well. Not to mention, I'm sort of itching to do a kitchen expansion, so we can really start getting more things into the kitchen, including like a bigger, well, I wouldn't say a bigger table, but it does feel a little bit cramped in there, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to sort of, you know, fit a bit more in with a bit more space between stuff. And then, yeah, I mean, we already have the new prep table, which I wasn't expecting to have to build, in fact. That sort of caught me by surprise. Hang on a second. Yeah, maybe that looks like a better option there, unless I... Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can maybe realign some of the pillars on this side. If I can't, perhaps maybe having it snap to where these pillars are snapping in the first place might be a better option. Yeah, I'm not sure I can really get the snapping point that I really want. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working for us for whatever reason. And I can't seem to replicate the same thing on the right-hand side. Let me just take that back down and let's just try one more time. Maybe I better take that down as well. Do I need to do it from maybe a higher angle? I think that's what we had before. And yeah, it wasn't really working out for us in terms of symmetry, so... Okay, perhaps maybe we just simply go... Oh, what about something like that? We could place it up top, but it actually juts out a little bit. Maybe not the best look. It's not as obvious though, plus we need to decorate these spaces as well, somehow. It could potentially work, but do we really want to do that though? Might not even make any sense. Yeah, let's do that. I think we do the same thing on this side. Ooh, actually, hang on. Hang on a sec. Is that what we want? That doesn't look half bad, because then you got a little bit of the stone sticking out here as well, which adds a little bit more of a different sort of layer, if you will. Yeah, let's try and do the same thing on this side. Whoops. Yeah, okay. Kind of interesting. I do have to say it though, I mean... I feel like maybe it's not as symmetrical still, and perhaps maybe I might not be able to avoid that. Lot of trial and error here, but I think it has to be done. Okay, so let's try doing that. And we'll replicate the same thing on the other side. Yeah, okay. Alright. Definitely a problem with symmetry. Why is that though? What if we do that? That'll give us the symmetry that we need in the center, but then we've sort of got like an off section here in the middle. Sorry, not in the middle, like on the right side. You know, I think the problem is actually the middle beam is probably not in the right spot. Yeah, the middle beam might be, perhaps maybe nudged to the right a little bit too far, so maybe I need to fix that. But there's no point in doing that while it's so dark, so let's try and sleep. I'll use the morning again to try and prep some more food, now that we've got a prep table ready. But yeah, a bit more to go. Man, having to craft the prep table was a little bit annoying in the previous episode. Not gonna lie. I mean, I'm glad I have it now, but we just don't have a lot of space in the kitchen now. One thing that I do realize that we need to do at some point is we will need to, you know, go back out to the Bog Witch and essentially buy a whole bunch of, you know, ingredients from her. I'm thinking that there's probably a lot more that we can unlock by buying all of those ingredients. So, not to worry guys, I am going to do that eventually. I'm just sort of focusing on one thing at a time here. There are the ivy seeds, which we could play around with in this episode as well, potentially. So anyway, let's have something for stamina, and yeah, I might have some snags. And maybe we'll do a little bit of repairing here as well. While I'm at it, I'll, okay. I can't repair any of this other stuff, I guess. I probably do need to place the Black Forge in the right location. I will take this opportunity to actually move the Black Forge a little bit to this location, just so that we can use that to fix this up. Because, yeah, that got taken out somehow. Free fish, I'll take it. And, yeah, I'll maybe place this back in its rightful position. So it's level 4 right now. Okay, the metal cutter is not connected to it. Yeah, a little finicky, isn't it? Are we connected? No. Little closer. Still not connected. Okay. There we go. Yeah, level 5. Exactly what we need. Hopefully sun should be out by now. So let's continue. Yeah, I think the beam is the problem here. So I might actually need to redo some of this stuff. Let me just get rid of all the stuff that might be in the way. Yeah, I should have realized that sooner. Which means that I might need to do that sort of trick thing again. Because getting this beam in was not easy. I don't know if that was perhaps maybe the issue in the first place. Could have been. Yeah, we sort of want things in the center. Actually, you know what? Maybe if we have these pieces in first, that could potentially inform us of where the pole should be. Somewhere there, right? Does that even make sense? it's a bit hovery, isn't it? Which is not ideal. I wonder if there's a way I can sort of force it in. If I did something like that, and then maybe I can snap it to the center on the corner. Yeah, I feel like it needs to go in a little bit more. How can I achieve that? Ooh, that's kind of not really connected to anything. I don't know how it's still managing to stay up there, but anyway, I'm not gonna question it too much. Let's just make sure that it's secured. Man, I have to say that getting detailing in Valheim is quite difficult. Getting things exactly the way you want it to be. Sometimes things don't always work out. Do we have symmetry? I think so. We're roughly there. I mean, look, it's not super perfect or anything like that, but I think I'll live with that. What we had before was a little bit janky, so let's chuck that in there and get rid of that. And let's get some of these pieces in. That's maybe standing out a little bit too far. Okay, that looks decent. I just want to check this from the inside and see if it makes sense. I also feel like perhaps maybe we need to do some detailing on the inside of the building as well. I'm thinking of like maybe doing like shelves and stuff like that on the inside, but also perhaps maybe adding, you know, another like pole or another beam like that, just to cover what's on the outside. particularly because we've got some glass going. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So happy with that. So for the finishing touches, I probably do want to just add more ashwood poles like that. And just a little bit more there, but we don't have any more ashwood, so we're gonna need to get some ashwood very soon. I think we can do a 2-in-1 activity here where we can go and fetch an askvin and see if we can start taming it. There we go, and I guess I can just keep the raw fish here, right? I'm just thinking about whether or not I want to go to the Ashlands right now, or if I should do other stuff. I feel like I don't want to waste my foods just yet by replacing it with, you know, different types of foods. So let's maybe make a start on what needs to happen on this right side, and we're literally just replicating all of this exactly. I wonder if there's a way for us to tidy this up a little bit. Might have to come back to that. But yeah, let's open things up here. Okay, so yeah, I want to try and replicate whatever we've got there, so it will be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, so we've got that already sort of jutting out. I'm just trying to see here, did I replace everything with... Yeah, I did replace stuff with 2x1s. I should probably do the same thing here. Right, let's just have a look at what we've done on this side. So that's like 1 and a little bit sticking out. So that's sort of what we want to do here as well. Which, yeah, I'm not entirely sure how we managed to achieve that last time. I think we probably used this bottom section as our sort of landing spot, if you will. I think that is correct. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap there. Okay, and let's get these pieces in. I think we've got, yeah, we've got like a pillar there, don't we? It's probably not really what we want to go for. Oh god. Right, somehow we don't have enough stone, so let me just fetch a little bit of stone from here. And I just want to finish this up before we move on to other stuff, because it'll be a little bit harder to remember what we were doing if we had to come back to it. So yeah, that should be fine. And then now we add that. Yeah, we're almost good to go for, you know, getting all of this stuff in. Gotta get the wood in and stuff like that. There's the other side of the room that also needs to be sorted, including maybe adding some wood paneling to the workshop. Okay, we'll need some glass, which I do have. It's a bit difficult to see what we're doing here, but I might have a sleep, and I think we're going to pivot to going to the Ashlands at this point, because I do need more ash wood. Unless... yeah, no, we don't have any ash wood sitting around in here, so... I've got a bit of wood on me right now, which I do want to just throw some of this wood into our fireplaces, because some of them aren't lit at the moment. It'd be good if we could just add some fuel. Got a little bit more. I'll chuck more into the hearth. Now, to sort out everything else, then we'll have a sleep. And yeah, we should be on our way pretty quickly. Grouston. I am going to need some Grouston while I'm out there. Ivy seeds. I'll maybe drop in ivy seeds here. I know I do want to find a decent wall for the ivy seeds. I just don't know where just yet. And I have sort of started thinking about the ivy seeds and whether or not that would be connected to maybe the kitchen expansion. The way I'm sort of thinking about it is we could expand the kitchen in a way where we would then design some kind of a tower on top of the kitchen expansion, and that way, you know, if the tower is unobstructed by any roofs, then we should be able to add like ivy seeds around the sides. Maybe. But again, I feel like I'm getting even more ambitious. And I'm not entirely sure if, you know, it's the wisest thing for us to do, considering all of our plans. Right, we need food, and I think we should have, like, piles of Grouston sitting on the outside of the Ashlands base. So we should be able to make some kind of enclosure. Oh, my bad. I need food, don't I? I just said that. Let me just double check that we don't have an issue with Grouston. Yeah, we've got a couple of piles of Grouston apparently, so we should be able to use that. So I don't want to muck about. Let's have like some really good foods here. And bone mass is ready. Yeah, we should be able to get things done. Yeah, we've got even more Grouston in here as well. So let me start by doing like an enclosure just over here. That's strange. But our generator seems to not be working. So let's drop in some bones. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a double layer as well, because these Asvin, they could bust out quite easily. Okay, cool. So the plan is, once we get the Asvin in, I'll pretty much just like connect another Grouston piece right there. Obviously gonna have to be closer to get that done, and I should be able to get like a couple of pieces in just to, you know, double up on the layers like before. So yeah, we should be ready for another Asvin. The question is actually finding an Asvin, which I have full confidence that we'll be able to find one pretty quickly. Just looking at our rested buff there, we've got 12 minutes, or 13 minutes rather. Ashwood is also obviously another goal, so let's collect plenty of askwood? Ashwood. Lot of stuff here. I think this is mostly Grouston, maybe? A bit of cash as well. We are starting to run a little bit low on Grouston at home, so maybe it might not be a bad thing to try and bring some home. Okay, no Asvins just yet, but I think I'm pretty happy with the amount of ashwood that we have. So at the very least, I'm gonna go home and place down some ashwood. Maybe place down a bit of Grouston as well. Yeah, we should be able to come around this way and feed it. And once we've got both of the Askvin, I think we should be able to sort of like put them together and then they'll start breeding. And one of these days we're gonna have to sort out our Ashlands base. Getting harder and harder to traverse in there. Let's just quickly do... Oh, okay. I'm missing one piece, actually. That's fine. I'll drop everything in the usual way. Okay, I gotta keep in mind that I don't actually have any spare food on me. So we can't stay out for too long. Also, rested buff is only lasting us for less than 10 minutes now, so... So the last Asvin that we managed to get was from this area, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to find at least one more. Ah, here we go. Yeah, exactly what we're looking for. Alright, so let's head back. Come on then. Okay, good. So, managed to get all of that in. Let me just chuck this on. This is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Like, I don't want to kill the Aspen, but this warrior is a problem. Oh my god, alright. We've got a lot of problems. Oh, lordy lord. Come on, come this way. All right, okay, almost there. Man, what an ordeal. Okay. So we're looking pretty good here. I mean, our Aspen friend, though, is not looking so hot, so I'm gonna need to make sure that it recovers some HP. Man, we almost lost the Aspen that we've already tamed as well, so that was really, really close. Yeah, I think we'll just feed them a whole bunch of these. So maybe another 5 should do. So firstly, for HP recovery, again, I'm assuming I'm doing the right thing here, but if I want these guys to recover a lot of HP quickly, then we just need to feed them. Sweet. Okay, so we've got the taming process going. Our old Aspen is recovering HP, so hopefully no baddies are going to come too close and spoil that. We do have an issue with perhaps maybe a workbench being taken down. So I'm just going to quickly put that in. Great. Yeah, a bit messy. Bit messy. Alright, feeling much better now. And yeah, I'm happy that we've got another Aspen taming away. Hopefully in, I don't know, say 10 episodes, we'll have another Aspen ready to go and we'll be able to breed them. I don't know if I want to try and pull the Aspen to the Drakkar and to try and bring home the Aspen that way, but I'll try breeding them initially, because if I'm not mistaken, you get like eggs, right, from these Aspen. They're lizards, so the plan is once we get like a couple of eggs, I'll bring the eggs here and then we'll actually hatch them here, and then I won't really need any of the Aspens that I've already got, you know, tamed out there in the Ashlands itself. So that's the plan anyway. Whether or not it'll go smoothly is a different story. Yeah, I barely have any space for anything, do I? Maybe I need to drop like some of this stuff and make some charcoal or something, maybe. Okay, now since it's late, I think it's probably better that we have a sleep before we continue with our building. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, with the extra ash wood that we have, we should be able to complete one of the sides at the very least, so Yeah, it's a little dark, isn't it? Let me just do some other stuff while we wait for the sun to come up. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe we do want to prepare even more foods. I'm just trying to think of what would be good to make. Probably even more bread. Been consuming a lot of bread recently. So, yeah, we'll get some bread cooking. And what else? Mashed meats, pecan pies, roast crust pie. We could go with maybe roasted crust pie. We just need the berries, which we have plenty of. But there is one other thing that we can make with Askvin meat, if I'm not mistaken. Like some kind of a stew, if I'm not mistaken. So let me just double check on that. And that's something that I haven't exactly been eating. Like the Scorching Medley. I feel like we saw it just the other day. Here, Fiery Svinstew, 95. That's actually pretty good. But is it better than the piquant pies? No. And it's not even better than the mashed meat. Yeah, I don't know why you would want to make this when you can make some of the other stuff. I mean, I could make it for the sake of making it. I guess maybe it's because it only needs one Aspen tail, whereas this one... Oh, actually no. This one also needs only one Aspen tail. So, yeah. I don't know. In terms of what you get for it, I feel like it makes sense to make the mashed meat instead. Yeah. Speaking of mashed meat, maybe we should make some. Yeah, vulture meats. Which we have plenty of. I think I'll do like 4 of these. Great. Cool. Alright, let's get back to work. Really, I just wanted to add this little piece down here. Okay, so we can essentially say that one side is done. I'm pretty happy with having the glass in there as well. So we're able to get some sunlight in. And yeah, if we compare it to what we've got going on this side, I think it looks pretty good. Like, similar sort of aesthetic. So happy with what we've managed to achieve. Obviously there's a lot more to go, but we should start with just replicating what we've done to the best of our ability on the right side, before moving on to some of the stuff that's going on in the center. I need some glass actually, because we were working on the glass just when we stopped. So let's see if we can get the glass pieces in. Brilliant. Okay. Is it just me, or does this look a little wider than what we've got going on this side? It almost feels that way, doesn't it? Because I don't know if I've brought the blocks like in a little bit less. Maybe it needs to go further. Yeah. That might be a little bit difficult for us to fix, but let's do it. Yeah, I'd rather just like get some of this sort of base stuff done first, because I think the less mistakes we make during this stage, the better it's gonna be for us. Okay, hopefully that does the trick. Or does it? I feel like that might be just about the same as what we had before. Maybe it needs to go in further. Like there. Maybe a good representation should be how many lines we can see on the wood panel when we place the wood panel down. Because I feel like I can't exactly just like trust my eyes. Maybe we got it right. And maybe I'm just wasting my time here because it looks like we had the right length based on what the wood panel is telling us. So yeah, maybe it was all right all along. In which case, my bad, guys. Yeah, it just feels like I could see more panels of glass being used for whatever reason. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Whether or not we've pushed out the wood panels further enough, I'm not sure. Then there's all of the stuff underneath that we need to also figure out. Let's just maybe start by removing those pieces. We'll go on the outside and we'll have a quick look. I probably do need to eat a little bit. Snags and bread. Always a good combo. Yeah, so need to fix all of this up. I probably should set a few things up so that we don't have to sort of struggle too much. Okay. Not bad, but I think we're gonna have to figure out what to do in the workshop section to make it sort of marry up with what we've got in the kitchen as well. Obviously a couple of wooden panels there. But I think this is where we'll call it an episode. I'm happy with the development so far, and obviously having an additional Askvin to tame as well, so hopefully that'll go well and we can start breeding in a few more episodes. Well, I don't want to say a few, maybe in like 10 episodes or so, as I said. Alright, I'm signing out here, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.